Here's a new update for January 10th, 2013 on the S&P 30-day 1-minute chart. Basically, we had this could be one, two, three, and then the dip was a 4 into a 5. So this wasn't a 2 before a 3. It turned out it may have been a 4 before a 5. So if you drop below 1452, and by the end of this week, or at least by tomorrow, it may set up a full corrective 2. And if this is really 5 waves up, one, two, three, four, five, as opposed to 2 before 3, there could be a retracement to as low as like 1430ish or 1427. That is the absolute worst case scenario. I'm not saying short this because we could get another shallow corrective wave. I never, ever, ever, ever short corrective waves because the risk is very, very high and the reward is very, very low. So don't be like, oh, he's calling for 1425. No, I'm not calling for 1425. I'm looking for a possibility that it could retrace to that level, but I don't know how far the 2 is gonna go. So don't be like, oh, let's go short, 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 short. Relax. All right, for the Dow, I never short corrective waves ever because like the risk is extremely high. Plus the reward is like, hey, 10 points, yay. Anyway, for the Dow, looks like we have one, two, three. This is not a 2. This is going to turn out to be a 5. So if you drop below 13,300, you can get a full corrective 2. Or at least we drop below 13,330 approximately. That would set up a full corrective 2. It didn't help that we gapped up and faded right away. And this resembles, at least to me, a possible wave, start of a wave 2. But if this turns to a triangle, that would still set up a 5th wave anyway. So yeah, it's been a while since I made a trade, like 4 or 5 days. But the reason why I made a trade is like, how the fuck do you trade this? Right? You can't trade it. Nasdaq. This looks more like the one, two, three, 4, and 5 into a 5th wave because the fade is really really deep from the intraday high, and if you break both 3090, that may set up a full corrective too. And the absolute worst case scenario is like 3020ish or 3025. But again, do not go crazy and think that it's gonna go directly there just because I said it. I'm saying there's a possibility of it dropping to that level, and that's why I'm gonna stay away. And the worst case scenario if you're short is it touches 3078 again. You make like maybe 10 points, and you get greedy, and then it reverses 150 points on you, and you're down like 15 to 20%. So just don't do it. Okay, don't short corrective rate. Don't be like those guys on Traders Talk are like, oh, look at me short every little top here, short, short, short. They don't make any fucking money. So do not. I'm just why I'm kind of emphasizing this because like people in my chat room are like, oh, let's go short the corrective wave. Don't do it. I've learned the lesson before. I'm up like 10 points on the S&P. I'm like yes, and then the reversal is pretty gigantic, and I'm sitting there like taking it taking a severe beating. So you don't want to take a severe beating. That's a wrap.